Let's be real about dating in China. It's not just about language, looks, or money. One of the biggest unspoken truths is this: Chinese women test men. And if you're a foreigner, the tests can feel even sharper. Sometimes it's direct, sometimes it's subtle. Sometimes you won't even notice until the next morning when she's already disappeared from your WeChat. But these tests aren't random cruelty. They're built into the dating culture. The question is, why do Chinese women test foreigners so much? What are they actually looking for? And most importantly, how can you handle these tests without falling into the traps that so many expats fall into? That's exactly what we're going to break down today. Testing and dating isn't new. It happens everywhere in the world. But in China, it takes on a different intensity because of the cultural backdrop. Here's the reality: Chinese women face immense social pressure when it comes to relationships. Families expect them to marry well. Society expects them to choose correctly. And the risk of ending up with the wrong guy is high because in China, a mistake in love can follow you for years. Now add foreigners into the mix. For a lot of Chinese women, dating a foreigner is exciting but also dangerous. She knows her friends will judge her. Her family might never approve. And she's aware that many foreigners are in China for just a short stay, maybe a job contract, maybe a semester abroad, maybe just a vacation. So what does she do? She tests, she pushes, she pokes at your behavior to see if you're serious, if you're strong, if you're trustworthy, or if you're just another expat tourist looking for fun. And the thing is, most foreigners fail, not because they're bad people, but because they don't even realize they're being tested. Now let's get concrete. What kinds of tests are we talking about? Test number one: the money check. China has a long tradition of financial security being tied to relationships. Even if she's independent, she might casually throw out comments like, "That place is expensive," or "Foreigners must be rich." She wants to see how you react. Do you flex? Do you get defensive? Do you play along? Test number two: the patience test. Chinese culture values persistence and patience. A woman might cancel a date at the last minute, make you wait, or show up late on purpose, not because she's rude, but because she wants to see if you stay calm or lose it. Test number three: the loyalty trap. Some women will bring up another guy in conversation, an ex, a male friend, or even another foreigner she met. She's not necessarily interested in him. She's checking to see if you get jealous, insecure, or needy. Test number four: the family filter. In China, family matters. A woman might drop hints about what her parents expect, or she might directly ask, "What would your family think if you dated a Chinese girl?" Again, not because she cares right away, but because she's measuring how you'd handle cultural pressure. Test number five: the disappearance act. This is the classic one. You're texting back and forth, things feel good, and suddenly she goes silent for 2 days. No explanation. When she comes back, she acts like nothing happened. Why? She wants to see if you'll panic, blow up her phone, or stay cool. The key thing to understand is this: these tests aren't about making your life difficult, they're about information. She's gathering data on who you are. Because here's what Chinese women already know: most foreigners fail within the first few weeks. They either spend too much money trying to impress, get too clingy when she goes quiet, or blow up with frustration when things don't go smoothly. If you can pass these tests, you stand out, and not just a little, massively, because to her, you'll be one of the few foreigners who actually gets it. So, how do you handle these moments without losing your mind? Stay calm. The worst thing you do in China is overreact. If she cancels, don't guilt trip her. If she disappears, don't send 20 messages. Calm confidence wins every time. Don't flex. Don't defend. When money comes up, don't brag and don't shrink. Just treat it like a normal part of life. You're not here to audition for the role of rich foreigner. Be playful. If she tests you with jealousy by mentioning another guy, don't get angry. Just smile and change the subject. Show her you're not rattled. Set your own standard. This is the hardest one. Most foreigners go into please mode because they don't want to lose their chance. But the moment you give up your own standards, when you start chasing instead of leading, you've already failed the test. Here's the twist: once you understand that these tests are coming, you stop taking them personally because it's not about you, it's about her fear, her culture, her need to filter out the wrong men. When you can see her tests as part of the process, not as an attack, you suddenly stop getting frustrated. Instead of feeling like you're under a microscope, you realize you're just playing a game that has rules. And when you know the rules, the game becomes fun. Now, here's where it flips. Once you start passing these tests, the dynamic changes. Most Chinese women are used to seeing foreigners fail. So when you stay calm, playful, and confident, she starts seeing you as different. Suddenly, you're not just another expat in her WeChat list. You're the guy she actually respects. You're the guy who gets it. And respect in China goes further than attraction. If she respects you, she'll invest in you, she'll trust you. And that's when dating in China goes from frustrating to exciting. So remember this: Chinese women will test you. Every foreigner gets tested. The difference between success and failure isn't about looks, money, or language. It's about how you respond. If you panic, you fail. If you get defensive, you fail. But if you stay calm, playful, and steady, you pass. And when you pass, everything else becomes easier. So the next time she disappears or teases you or drops a heavy question, don't stress. Just smile, keep your balance, and let her realize you're not like the others. And that's how you handle the game in China.